A lot of times when parents come into our office, they're often the parents who have watched their child struggle for a really long time with chronic health issues. And no matter how many diets or detoxes they've tried, or supplementations that they've brought in, or lifestyle changes that they've made, it's still a struggle. And you're definitely not alone. We know how exhausting it can feel to give everything that you've got and then still watch your child struggle with sleep issues and digestion and anxiety or emotional regulation issues. What if there's a crucial piece of the puzzle that almost everyone overlooks, a hidden nerve pathway that could unlock the key to your child's natural healing potential and finally fix the cycle of chronic health struggles once and for all? This video really is for parents who are feeling frustrated, they're worn out and overwhelmed after trying everything, but they still see their child struggling with issues like tummy troubles and emotional meltdowns, sleep battles, and a whole bunch more. If you're looking for real answers and not just more band-aids, right, you're definitely in the right place. So what we're going to be talking about in this video, really what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the vagus nerve, which is the master control switch for your child's healing, their health, their emotional resilience, and again, a whole bunch more stuff. In this video, what you're going to learn is what the vagus nerve actually does, why it's so often dysfunctional in today's kids, and most importantly, what you can do as a parent to help restore its proper function through neurologically focused chiropractic care, So let's go ahead and start right here with some statistics. According to recent data, nearly 20% of school-aged children today suffer from one chronic health condition. 20%, that's 1 in 5 kids, right? They're facing struggles like digestion, sleep issues, immune system issues, and emotional regulation. Traditional medicine usually treats these problems separately for a medication for the gut, a therapy for the emotions, a supplement for the sleep, right? But emerging research actually shows there's often a more common thread to weaving them together, and that's dysfunction in the vagus nerve, the body's master communication highway between the brain and all their systems, all their major organs. So I want to break this down super simply for you. The critical role of the vagus nerve is this. It acts as the main information highway between the brain, your child's brain, and their heart, their lungs, their guts, and their immune system, and really their whole entire body. And it's responsible for turning on the rest and digest mode, the mode that's essential for healing, growth, and emotional regulation. But when this vagus nerve is working right, it helps kids counter that fight or flight stress response that so many kids are stuck in today. So what disrupts the vagus nerve? It's really simple. The truth is, this vagus nerve dysfunction, it often starts way earlier than most people realize. It can begin actually during pregnancy when maternal stress hormones cross the placenta, impact baby's developing nervous system. And then it can be triggered during birth, especially with interventions like C-sections and forceps, deliveries, or vacuum extraction that physically strain the upper neck and brainstem. And that's right where the vagus nerve emerges from. It's right where it lives. And this can actually keep building through early life stresses where we introduce things like antibiotics, environmental toxins, emotional challenges, and all this piling up just overwhelms the nervous system. So here's some common struggles that we see with people that come into our office. Struggles like falling asleep, staying asleep, or feeling rested in the morning, digestive problems like constipation, reflux, or poor gut motility. Kiddos might be struggling with either they're incredibly constipated or suddenly they're not constipated and they're having a really hard time with digestion in that aspect. Then we also have frequent illnesses, a constantly taxed immune system, so the kids keep on getting sick with recurring ear infections and colds. Emotional dysregulation is another really big one, from kids that just tantrum all the time to having big meltdowns and paces that just don't make sense over just little tiny things. Sensory processing challenges, so being on edge in loud or busy environments. Poor stress resilience, they just can't seem to bounce back after being really upset. So these are all major things that parents come into our office. So you may have already tried meditation apps and deep breathing, exercises. You might have done the essential oils, and while those things can definitely help, they usually aren't enough on their own, right? So here's why. If a child's vagus nerve is physically compromised, it's like trying to put a fresh coat of paint on a broken wall. They're often too dysregulated to even get into the calm state in the first place, right? And that crack, I just actually helped my daughter paint her bedroom. And if you have holes or cracks behind her door, we had her doorknob had gone through the wall. I don't know what happened. Could have been something going on, or somebody opened the door too crazy. I don't know, over time. But that spot, until we actually repaired it, did not hold paint super well, right? And won't hold paint super well until I actually repair it. And so that's the same thing with our kiddo's nervous system and the vagus nerve specifically. Before true healing can actually happen, we have to address the root cause, the physical interference with the nerve function itself, right? So the best news is this: there are actually real solutions, natural solutions that work at a root level, not just patch up the symptoms, right? Not just painting over a bad bash in the wall. At Renegade Chiropractic, we use advanced technology like heart rate variability scans to see exactly how your child's vagus nerve and nervous system are functioning, and then we apply neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments to help restore balance, communication, and then healing from the inside out, which is what we all want, right? So if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you want a different path for your child's health journey, just click the link below to learn more. We'd love to meet you and support your child's nervous system and help unlock their full incredible potential. I've got one more thing for you here. Tomorrow, actually, we are doing a free Perfect Storm workshop in our office at 7 p.m. This is May 2nd at 7 p.m. I'd love to see you there so that we can dive deeper into this, so you can ask questions if you have questions, right? And we can just help you understand what's going on with your kiddo even more, and what you can do to help them move from just a surviving state to ultimately a thriving state. Okay, hope to see you there. Bye.